I'm back to tell the truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right. I have a message that I want to talk about. And what I want to talk about is that how people throw shade out on people for no reason. And the only reason why people throw shade out on people is because it's all about jealousy. They wish they can look like people instead of looking like dummies, you know, like dummies. What I mean by dummies, you know how when you was young and your mama used to buy your baby dolls, and you know how the brothers used to go steal your baby dolls and take the clothes off of them and play with the baby dolls because they liked the way the baby dolls look. These is what these women's trying to be out here now today. Now I'm not calling shade out on everybody. I'm calling out the shade that the ones that be calling shade out on other people. So what I'm saying that they sit there, they trying to be these baby dolls that these brothers used to play with when they used to steal their sisters' baby dolls and play with them and all that stuff, you know. So these women's out here that's trying to be the baby dolls. So they go up there, they go paint their face up with all this makeup, you know what I'm saying? Paint all this makeup on their face, knowing that ain't how God created them. So they created their own self, cause they ain't going by the way God created them. They going by the way they create their own self. So they think every man likes a paint up woman. Every man don't like a paint up woman. You know, go out here, load yourself all up with all this makeup and stuff, and then as soon as the man take you home and get you in the bed and do what he do, and wake up in the morning, he wonder who the heck is you. You sure I met you in this bar? You ain't the person I met. When I first saw you, you was looking good. Now look at you. Who the heck is you? You look like Medusa. One minute you looking like a movie star, and one minute you look like Medusa. Who are you? Who are you? Like that sitcom with Will Smith when he played with the girl at Regina, and she started pulling off them nails and started taking her hair off, and he was singing that song about how who is she, why why she looked, one minute she looked good, and then as soon as she started taking all them nails and hair off, he started saying, who is you? You ain't the person I just saw you. You ain't the person that I saw at first, and now you somebody else. See, that's how men feel about women's. One minute you look like somebody in a book, and then next minute you look like Medusa, and you're scaring the man to death because he don't know who the heck you is. Look, let me tell y'all something. Now I ain't saying this for every man. I'm saying it for some mans. Some mans like Norton, ordinary women's. They like women's that don't wear all that makeup. They want somebody they know when they go out there in the world with and come back in the world with, they still look like the same person. That's what they want. They want somebody that when they wake up in the morning, that's still the same person they laid down with that night. That's what mans want. They want, thank you, Father. They want women that's going to be they self, not try to be like everybody else. You think just because you go out there and buy all that makeup, fancy hair, and all that stuff, that man gonna be with you? No. Mm-mm. Because I'm gonna tell you something. A man is getting tired of waking up with makeup all on his shirt, all on his pajamas. They get tired of that. They get tired of washing all of that stuff off their bodies and off their clothes every single day. And every time they kiss you, they taste the makeup on their lips. They get tired of that. They want somebody that they can kiss and they ain't got to worry about it. They can rub their lips all around that person and still like what they kissing. When they get through kissing, with you with all that stuff on your face, next thing you know, they frowning up their face like, what the heck did I just taste in my mouth? Yeah. So that's what y'all got to understand. Mans don't want all of that. Every time you turn around, they give you a hug, they got makeup on their shirt. Every time they give you a kiss, they got makeup around their face. And then when they're having sex with you, they pull a wig, they pulling the wig off your head. So you had to go to the places and get the stuff sold in your head. So when they get ready to jank it, it won't come off your head. See, y'all think that's what mans want. Mans want normal women's. They want somebody to just be theyself. That's it. Just be yourself. They gonna love you for who you are. Because if they don't love you for who you are, they don't want you. That's the way it is. You have people out here gonna love you for who you is. If they can't love you for who you is, then you ain't the one they want to be with. They want somebody that they can love for who they is and who they want to be with. Everybody don't like women's painted all up. They want somebody to be normal. Get your hair done. If you get it done, get it normal done. You don't have to wear all them wigs. Mans ain't, happy about all that. Now, like I said, I ain't going to say this about every man because some mans like women's painted up. Some mans like women's wearing all that wig. Wearing them wigs. Some mans like women's wearing them, have all that makeup on their face, no matter if it ain't even looking right. You got mans out there that like that. Yeah, you got some out there that like it. And then you got some out there that don't like it. Because they get tired of it. They get tired of seeing people painted up. And they get tired of that. They have to keep washing their shirts and getting all that stuff out of their clothes. They're getting tired of that too. They get tired of that. And they getting tired of that every time when they have sex with you, they pull your hair. Next thing you know, the wig is off. They get tired of that too. So when they pull your hair, at least they pulling your hair, not the wig. So then you got to go, let me go to the shop, get my hair done. Maybe ask these people, do they know how to sew in so that sew in can stay in so when my man pull my wig, it won't fall off. Wow. See, that's the problem. So before y'all try to talk about somebody, look at yourself in the mirror. Look at your makeup. Look at your hair. And then say to yourself, you sure a man gonna love me for this? You sure the man gonna be okay if I keep pounding my face up all the time? Because let me tell you something. When you wear makeup all the time, it make you start looking old and wrinkled. And then you don't look like yourself no more. And then once you take off the makeup, the man don't even know who you is because you look like an old person. Then when you put the makeup on again, then you look like a young person. Then when you take the makeup off again, you look like an old person. Yeah. So keep thinking that the makeup work good for you. Keep thinking that, because it don't. It don't. So before y'all try to criticize somebody, when you take off your makeup, look in the mirror and see, do you look like yourself? And then put the makeup on and then look in the mirror and see, do you look like yourself? And then you'll know the difference. So let me tell you something, ladies. Beautiful, plain women's. You don't have to take photo shots with your pictures. Just be yourself. You don't have to make yourself look like who you're not. You ain't got to do that. So when you take your pictures, just take your pictures. And your picture's going to look good just the way you are because you being yourself. Don't sit there and take pictures and then Photoshop the pictures and then once the man see you, Like, I just had your picture in my hand, and now I'm looking at you now. That's not you. Who the heck is this? And then you find out that you photoshopped the picture. So the man knows. So you must have photoshopped that picture because I'm looking at you now and you don't look like this picture. So before y'all try to talk about people, think about yourself first. Look at yourself before you even try to talk about people. Think about yourself. Look at yourself very carefully in the mirrors. Look at all four of your mirrors in your house and then ask you, is that you in that mirror? Look at that. Take off your makeup. Look in the mirror really good and say, is this me? And then put the makeup back on and say, is this me? And then you'll see the difference. You look like an old lady when you take it off. And then you look like a young lady when you got it on. And then you scare the hell out of the man when you take it off your face. So, before you try to talk about people, look at yourself in the mirror first. Take up all your makeup, look up in yourself in the mirror, and then you see how, then you try to talk about somebody. That's what you do. Because mans is always talking about women's that wear the makeup on their face, and they say, one minute this woman look like this person, then the woman look like somebody else. Yeah, think about that. All mans don't like painted up women's. All mans do not like painted up women's. Now some mans do, but not all of them. They don't like all of that. They like normal women's that be they self the way God created them. So, because when you're normal, be grateful for who you are. Because God don't make no mistakes when he create his children. He don't make no mistakes. We all are beautiful in God's eyes. And we all are beautiful in man's eyes. But you just got to be yourself. Because a man going to love you for who you are. But if he don't love you for who you are, you're not the one for him. Think about that. Think about that. Be yourself. And stop trying to criticize people. Because when you criticize people, you have to look at yourself first before you say something out your mouth. Look at yourself first before you criticize somebody. That's how you do that. That's what y'all supposed to do. You get up there trying to criticize somebody, then go home and look at yourself and look like, how I'm going to criticize somebody and look how I look? And then you had to go to the store and buy all that makeup and try to make you look like you young and all that, but knowing that ain't you. Knowing that's not you. Then you got to be in the bathroom for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours trying to look good. And then the man getting tired of waiting on you. Like, God, do it have to take you that long to get ready? Why do it got to take you all day long to get ready? Where you could just be yourself, walk out the door, and the man gonna love you for who you are. You ain't got to be in the bathroom spending all day long trying to doll yourself up, trying to look good, and saying that, no, I'm just trying to do this for myself. No, you trying to do it for the man. You ain't trying to look good for yourself. You trying to look good for some man. That's how that is. Because if you wasn't, you wouldn't be in the bathroom all day trying to paint yourself up, trying to make yourself look like something you ain't going to never look like. That's what y'all got to think about. Because if you cared anything about yourself, it wouldn't bother you for how you look. Because a man going to love you just the way you is. If you go out there with rollers in your head and a man see you and he like where he look, he going to talk to you. If you go out there with a bonnet on your head, and if the man like you and he like where you look at how you look, he gonna talk to you. Everybody don't care. Don't nobody care about what nobody look. People just love people for who they are. You ain't got to doll yourself up to make somebody want you. Just be yourself, and that person gonna want you because you being yourself. That's the way it is. Think about that. Just be yourself. It don't matter. It's just like mans when they go out there and they don't cut their hair on their face and go out there with their hair all napped up or whatever. Women, if a woman like the man, it don't matter. It don't matter because she like him. It ain't the way he look. She like him because of who he is. That's it. It's just because of who he is, not the way he look. It's because of who he is. She don't see that. She see the soul inside of him. That's what she see. The goodness inside of him. That's what she sees. And that's what y'all got to get with the program about. Get with the program and stop sitting up here thinking that everybody gonna love you if you change your ways or change yourself. No. A person gonna love you for who you are. But if they don't love you for who you are, you're not the one they want. Think about that. So, like I said, it's a shame that people got to come out here and try to talk about people when they the ones sitting up there looking the way they should not be looking. That's what you got to think about. Stop talking about somebody and look at yourself. And then ask yourself, do your man really like what you wear on your face? That's what you need to do. Ask your man, do you like me with makeup on my face? And if he tell you the truth, then take the truth and be happy. If it be a criticize or the truth, take it. Because if he say, no, I don't like it, then be yourself. And if he say, yeah, I like it, then wear it. Because he love you for who you are. Think about that. Stop trying to talk about people and think about the things that y'all say out y'all mouth. Think about it. Thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you. Father love you. The Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors. And I love y'all. And I will be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.